Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we will be going through the 15 most important previous year questions from your 20th century poetry and drama paper covering Eliot, Yeats, Sitwell, Larkin, Hughes and Beckett. For each question, I'll read it out and give you a quick overview of how to approach the question. The answer will be on your screen so that you can take a screenshot as well. If you are watching from any other university apart from Delhi University, you can still watch this video because these are very important authors and poets that you must encounter in English literature. Now question 1. The significance of eyes in T.S. Eliot's The Hollow Men. Here, eyes symbolize genuine spiritual vision and moral clarity, something the hollow men are too empty to face. They avoid meeting eyes throughout the poem, choosing safer, impersonal substitute instead, and this avoidance captures their inability to achieve real faith or redemption. Question number 2. Explain with reference to context. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. This line is from Yeats' Second Coming. It describes a civilization losing control, symbolized by a falcon spiraling too far from its falconer. It reflects the chaos after World War I and introduces the poem's apocalyptic vision of a monstrous new age being born. Question 3. Comment on the repetition of the title Still Falls the Rain by Edith Sitwell. Written during the Blitz, the refrain evokes both the falling bombs and the blood of Christ, layering wartime horror with religious sacrifice. The word still means both continuously and even now, giving the poem a literal as well as literary prayer-like rhythm of suffering and enduring divine love. Question number 4. Comment on the irony in the title of Church-Going by Philip Larkin. The title puns on church-going as a religious act and the church itself going, meaning declining. The skeptical speaker mocks the empty church, yet by the end admits it still holds serious human value for marking birth, marriage and death. Question number 5. The role of the boy at the end of Act 1 and Act 2 in Waiting for Godot. The boy delivers Godot's message that he won't come today, but will come tomorrow. His near identical appearance in both acts reinforces the play's circular structure and its central theme of endless, unresolved deferral. Question number 6. The significance of Estragon's boots not fitting him. This opening image is comic but symbolic, representing physical discomfort and humanity's basic ill fit with existence. The mysterious replacement of his boots later shows change without real progress, a key idea in the play's absurdist world. Question 7. Identify, contextualize and comment on. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. This refrain from Eliot's Prufrock contrasts Renaissance greatness with trivial drawing room chatter. Its sing-song rhyme mirrors Prufrock's own paralysis and his fear of being socially judged and reduced, just like Michelangelo's name in that room. Question 8. Write a short note on the use of allusion in Yeats' The Second Coming. The poem draws on biblical second coming, inverting it into the birth of a monstrous, rough beast. It also uses Yeats' private mythology of historical gyres and classical sphinx imagery to universalize contemporary political trauma into prophecy. Question number 9. Discuss the role of literary allusions in the two Eliot poems in your syllabus. In Prufrock, allusions to Dante and Hamlet expose the gap between heroic tradition and Prufrock's timid modern self. In The Hollow Men, allusions to Conrad's Heart of Darkness, The Lord's Prayer and Dante's Paradiso highlight spiritual emptiness and unattainable redemption. Question number 10. Discuss Yeats' use of mythology in the poems in your syllabus. Leda and the Swan reworks Greek myth to link a violent act to catastrophic historical consequences like the Trojan War. The Second Coming blends Christian apocalypse with Yeats' own gyre philosophy, using myth to give timeless shape to contemporary crisis. Question number 11. Comment on Ted Hughes' use of metaphor and sensory image in the two prescribed poems. Hawk Roosting uses precise physical imagery to voice absolute natural power without moral softening. Crow's Fall uses stark light and dark imagery in a mock mythic parable without hubris and self-defeating aggression. Question number 12. What hallmarks of postmodern literature does Waiting for Godot anticipate? The play rejects fixed meaning through the endless, ambiguous figure of Godot, uses circular, non-progressing structure across its two acts, and shows language collapsing into incoherence, especially in Lucky's famous speech. Question 13. What does the figure of Godot represent in the play? Godot can be read as God, as death, as abstract meaning or purpose, or as an arbitrary authority figure. Beckett deliberately leaves this unresolved, and this open-ended ambiguity is exactly what gives the character his enduring power. Question number 14. How does Waiting for Godot define the lives of Vladimir and Estragon? Waiting gives their life a fragile structure and reason to continue, acting as comfort. But because Godot's arrival is endlessly deferred, this same waiting traps them in repetition and paralysis, making it a curse as well. Finally, question number 15. It is alienation a predominant theme of modern poetry and drama? Yes, across every text in this syllabus. Eliot shows psychological paralysis, Yeats shows historical rupture, Sitwell and Michaels show wartime and post catastrophic trauma. Larkin shows the erosion of ritual and belief. Hughes shows humanity's distance from nature. And Beckett shows total estrangement from action, memory, and language itself. Finally, that brings us to the end of today's video. These 15 questions cover almost every recurring pattern from past examinations of this paper. But do remember to revise your full text as well, since examiners sometimes twist the angle of a question. If this video helped you, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more exam preparation content. Thank you, and we will see you again in the next one.